Hi everyone, how are you? I'm Angel, welcome to the channel. Today, July the 29th, I wish you happy national holidays and I want to share the latest book I've read, which I actually found nearly a year ago, but I finished today. Counterhistory of Peru. Essays on Peruvian Political History, published by Mitin in 2012, and here I have the second edition from 2015. Since we were little, I guess we have imagined what would have happened if, and we let our imagination wander. Perhaps that is when history sounds more interesting. What if the Nazi had won the war? Or, when it comes to Peru, what if Atahualpa had defeated Pizarro? What if Peru had been prepared for the war against Chile? And as a teacher of English, I conduct these exercises frequently when I teach the third conditional or the mixed conditional. Anyway, anyone can do this, but something different is when experts, social scientists, do it. In the introduction, we are told that counterfactual history or virtual history has nearly been applied, for example, in Peruvian historian Jorge Basadre's book Chance in History and Its Limits. We are also warned that a single person does not necessarily determine a fact. That is, historical processes have been more important or relevant than individuals. In 196 pages and 11 chapters, 2 of them added in the second edition, different researchers, each of them boasting a vast bibliography and a language which more or less successfully combines academic rigor and general public style, imagine past scenarios which might have influenced our present or even our future. José Ragas wonders if Jauja in the Mantaro Valley, central Andes of Peru, had remained the capital of our country instead of Lima. We know very well that Jauja was supposed to be the capital. In the book Lima the Horrible, Sebastián Salazar Bondi wonders whether chance is our city's deity. Anyway, here Lima is a provincial city which defies or challenges the capital's power. Would our nation be more of a unity? Page 31 asks. Charles Walker introduces us to a context in which Tupac Amaru II, the famous leader, took the city of Cusco in his rebellion. Natalia Sobrevilla imagines something similar with the rebellions of Pumacahua, Béjar and the Angulo brothers in 1814. Would a Peruvian empire have appeared? A constitutional monarchy which empowered old Inca institutions that were reworked? As page 61 states, these 3 essays portray a central power based on the Andes, not Lima, as it actually is. Mauricio Novoa introduces us to Leopold I, Emperor of Peru, if José San Martin's goal had been achieved, to bring a European prince to Peru to rule the new country. Carmen McEvoy makes President Manuel Pardo speak in the first person. If he had not been murdered in 1878, would Peru have avoided a war against Chile? Page 90 implies that. Then we move to the 20th century with a fictional Victor Raúl Haya de la Torre as president of Peru. You can see a composite here on the cover, he as the president of our country. Essay by Javier Barrera. If Juan Velasco Alvarado had avoided the coup d'etat led by Francisco Morales Bermúdez, essay by Carlos León Moya, and if Mario Vargas Llosa, the famous writer, had been elected president of Peru instead of Alberto Fujimori, essay by Martín Tanaka. There are also 2 works by Eduardo Dargent and Carlos Cabanillas in which Fujimori's rule is imagined. Taking some decades already, his brother as a puppet being Alberto the real power, his daughter Keiko becoming president in 2011. Would all of that have occurred if the infamous Vladi videos had not been released? And finally, Luis Daveluy takes us to Ollanta Humala's government and if he had been the best president in our history. Unlike many other occasions in which I have focused on the books only and not the authors, which led me to a number of fiascos. I mean, having read naively books by people who were even flirting with terrorism, this time I took my time to read at least something about writers, some of them very active on social media, especially Twitter. I can notice their ideologies here and there. It takes them to their conclusions here. What would have happened if? Having said that, I did like the book. Easy to read most times, a little bit too dense at other times. If there is a new edition, I would propose, what if Pedro Pablo Kuczynski had not resigned in 2018? What would be happening right now? While we wait for that edition to appear, I invite you to work your mind, not necessarily as a lament for a future that might have been better, as page 12 says. Happy national holidays. Bye bye.